In the modern world, money has a face. It belongs to governments, it belongs to banks, it belongs to systems built on trust and control. But in 2008, during one of the greatest financial collapses in history, something strange appeared. A form of money with no country, no bank, no leader, and no face. It was called Bitcoin. Some called it a revolution, others called it a scam. Many called it useless, yet today, Bitcoin has survived crashes, bans, ridicule, and time itself. So where did Bitcoin come from? Who created it? And why does something digital, something you cannot touch, have value? This is the forgotten origin of Bitcoin, and the idea that challenged the world's understanding of money. To understand Bitcoin, we must first understand the world that created it. For centuries, money was controlled by power. Kings minted coins, empires controlled gold, governments printed paper, and banks stood in the middle, deciding who could participate and who could not. By the early 2000s, money had become almost entirely digital, but control remained centralized. Every transaction passed through banks. Every account could be frozen. Every system required permission. And then, in 2008, everything broke. Banks collapsed. Millions lost their homes. Governments rushed to save financial institutions using taxpayer money. The system that promised stability revealed its weakness. Trust evaporated. People began asking dangerous questions. Why can banks create money out of nothing? Why do ordinary people pay the price for elite mistakes? And what happens when trust in money disappears? In the shadows of this chaos, a silent idea was forming. On October 31st, 2008, a 9-page document appeared on a cryptography mailing list. Its title was simple: Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The author was unknown. The name used was Satoshi Nakamoto. No face, no history, no credentials, just code and an idea. The paper proposed something radical. Money without banks, transactions without trust, a system secured by mathematics instead of authority. Few noticed it, but history had already shifted. To this day, no one knows who Satoshi Nakamoto really is. It could be one person, or a group, or a pseudonym. Satoshi never revealed age, gender, nationality, or identity. What we do know is this: Satoshi understood cryptography deeply, understood economics, understood human behavior, and most importantly, understood mistrust. Satoshi didn't want fame, didn't want power. After building Bitcoin, Satoshi vanished, leaving behind code and billions of dollars untouched. On January 3rd, 2009, the first Bitcoin block was mined. It was called the Genesis block. Embedded inside it was a message. The times 3 Jan 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. This was not accidental. It was a message, a protest, a time stamp. Bitcoin was born as a response to financial failure. Bitcoin is not a company, not an app, not a stock. Bitcoin is a decentralized ledger, a public record called the blockchain that records every transaction forever. No central authority controls it. No single entity can change it. Instead, thousands of computers around the world verify transactions together. This is called consensus. Trust is replaced by math. Unlike traditional money, Bitcoin cannot be printed endlessly. There will only ever be 21 million bitcoins. No more, no less. New bitcoins are created through a process called mining, where computers solve complex mathematical problems to secure the network. This scarcity is intentional. Bitcoin was designed to behave more like gold than paper money, limited, predictable, hard to manipulate. In the early days, Bitcoin had no price. People traded it for curiosity, not value. Then, in 2010, history was made. A programmer paid 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. At the time, it seemed meaningless. Today, that transaction would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That moment gave Bitcoin something critical: a price. Bitcoin has no physical form, so why does it have value? Because value is not about material, it is about belief. Gold has value because people believe it does. Paper money has value because governments say it does. Bitcoin has value because it is scarce, it is decentralized, it is censorship resistant, and it does not require permission. Bitcoin is not backed by gold. It is backed by code, energy, and trust in mathematics. As Bitcoin grew, institutions grew nervous, governments warned against it, banks dismissed it, media called it a bubble. Bitcoin crashed many times, declared dead again and again, but each time it returned, stronger, more adopted, more resilient. Bitcoin does not ask for permission. Anyone can use it. Anyone can verify it. No one can stop it. This is why it is controversial. Bitcoin challenges the idea that money must be controlled. It offers an alternative, not just to currency, but to power. Bitcoin's price is unstable. It rises dramatically and falls violently. This volatility scares many. But volatility is not failure. It is the price of being new. Gold was volatile once. So were stocks. So were currencies. Bitcoin is still young. Today, Bitcoin is held by individuals, companies, investment funds, even governments. It is used as a store of value, a hedge against inflation, a borderless financial tool. Yet its future remains uncertain. Bitcoin was never designed to replace everything. It was designed to exist as an alternative, a choice. Whether it becomes digital gold or something greater depends not on technology, but on trust. Bitcoin has no ruler, no nation, no face, only an idea. That money does not need permission. That trust can be built without power, and that systems can exist without masters. Whether Bitcoin succeeds or fails, it has already changed history. This was the story of Bitcoin, and this is Echoes of the Past.